Researchers have discovered that a minuscule worm-like organism called an evolutionary scandal by scientists for existing for millions of years without having sex has survived in the Siberian permafrost for at least 24,000 years before reproducing. In today's video, we are going to explore scary frozen discovery found in Siberia. How dangerous and big are these? Belloid rotifers are multicellular, exclusively female invertebrates that are well known for their radiation resistance and ability to survive harsh conditions like hunger, low oxygen, and drying. They have also been around for at least 35 million years and are still in moist terrestrial habitats like moss, lichen, tree bark, and soil. These resilient small creatures, which have a mouth and an anus, as well as a complete digestive tract, can withstand adverse settings by ceasing all activity and nearly completely arresting their metabolism. What do top researchers say? According to Stas Malavin, a researcher at the Soil Cryology Laboratory at the Institute of Physicochemical and Biological Problems in Soil Science in Pushchino, Russia, this is known as cryptobiosis, which translates to hidden life. It's sort of a state between life and death. The Soil Cryology Lab has already extracted other microscopic creatures from permafrost, including a nematode worm that is 30,000 years old. However, in this work, Malavin and his associates employed radiocarbon dating to establish that the rotifers, collected from samples recovered from remote Arctic locales via a drilling rig, were approximately 24,000 years old. According to earlier research, the animals might survive in the frozen state for up to 10 years. According to Malavin, the large woolly animals that are now extinct, such as the woolly rhino, would have trod on the rotifers discovered in the permafrost. In addition, the researchers reported in the journal Current Biology, the rotifers may multiply after being thawed in a lab setting. What is the scientists' plan of action? Beginning in the spring of 2019, researchers will use blow dryers to thaw the earth and determine how much of the male mammoth, which can be identified by its tusks, may be present. According to paleontologist Larry Agent Broad of Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff, who took part in the expedition, we have not yet seen any of the meat or organs or anything like that. However, he claims that significant mammoth pieces may still be present based on the radar pictures. The photos, he continues, also showed several additional objects that appear to be woolly rhinos and other enormous Ice Age animals spread out over a larger area. Another expedition scientist, however, expresses doubt over the block's ability to hold an entire mammoth. According to Alexei Tikhonov of the Institute of Zoology in St. Petersburg, Russia, who spoke to Reuters, the permafrost is only likely to produce a little amount of wool, bones, and skin. If sperm or other cells with viable DNA are discovered, researchers may try to clone a pure mammoth by fusing the nucleus of a mammoth cell with the nucleus of an elephant egg cell that has been stripped of its DNA. Alternatively, they may try to create a hybrid by injecting sperm into the egg of an Asian elephant, a close relative. A prominent American lab with experience in elephant breeding has already expressed interest in such a project, said Agent Broad. Even without adequate tissue, researchers hope to at least gain more insight from the mammoth's environment. For example, under the permafrost block, they had already discovered intact plant debris that suggested the block perished close to a lake or pond. Can this be advantageous? According to Malavin, experts are unsure of the biological processes that enable these tiny organisms to endure the ice for such a long time. More questions than answers are the result of this paper. The researchers hypothesize that learning more about the organisms would aid in improving the cryopreservation of cells, tissues, and organs. Organs and tissues cannot be preserved for a long time by humans. These rotifers and other species discovered in the permafrost are the product of a massive natural experiment that we are unable to duplicate. So they make good models for further research, according to Malavin. According to Matthew Cobb, a professor of zoology at the University of Manchester who was not involved in the study, the research's most remarkable implication is that various creatures that are frozen in permafrost may awaken as a result of global warming melting the permafrost. That doesn't mean that terrifying things are going to come out and eat us, he said. but it allows scientists to study how the rotifer has adapted to resist the bad effects of freezing, and the opportunity to explore the difference between existing species and their predecessors. This is especially important for belloid rotifers, which reproduce through parthenogenesis. The females clone themselves. Since the genes are all copied down in this situation, there is less variety for natural selection, which is one of the benefits of sex. We now have the opportunity to compare the genomes of these animals to their contemporary counterparts, known from Belgium. That would clarify a significant biological puzzle and perhaps explain why certain animals have completely stopped having sex. What do you think of this? Comment below and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.